What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, everybody, welcome to Tam Say Advice. Thanks for joining me. Today, we're going to talk about the ENFJs again. Why do I do so many ENFJ videos? Because they give me the most likes, and I like to spoil people who spoil me. So, if you want me to keep doing more ENFJ videos, then keep those likes coming because there's nobody more than ENFJs that give me likes than that MBTI type. So thank you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. You are my friends, and I'm just so glad that we can share some time together, learning together. And I definitely learned from your insight and your input too. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done that, and share my videos with people that you know so that they can understand you better and so they can maybe even grow in some area that they're struggling in, like cheating. Did I say that ENFJ men won't cheat? Did I say that in one of my videos? I think I did. If I indicated that, I retract that statement because they can. And so can women, by the way. Although women's reason for cheating may be totally different from men. They may have a completely different motivation from doing it. So the angle that I'm flowing in for this standpoint of the video is probably more of a man's perspective, or I'm going to try because I'm not a man. So, hey, I stand corrected. If you are a man and you're watching this video and I say something that you're like, that's not quite what it is, then correct me in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm always open to your opinion. Who do you think cheats more? Do you think men cheat more, or do you think women cheat more? I think statistics would prove that men cheat more. I think they can have a stronger urge to. Even when you look at dating, men multiple date, women really like to choose one person and just date that person. That's the preference. They may not do that, but that's generally their comfort zone. We don't, it's like, and I wrote about that in one of the books that I wrote that I don't talk about on here. You would just have to find it on Amazon. But I talked about how it's like, it seems like in marriage, in the household, women multitask better than men do. But when it comes to dating, men multitask much better than women do. And that was one of the hardest chapters that I wrote, because when I would have people to look at it, they would not, it wouldn't make sense. It wasn't clear what I was trying to explain. So I'm not going to try to explain here. But anyway, so bottom line, I think men definitely cheat a lot more than women, but there are women who cheat as well. But I'm going to be kind of talking from the perspective of a male's thought process because it's really not mine. So an ENFJ male may think that, have the point of view that cheating happens in relationships. It happens. It's not the end of the relationship. It's not the end of the world. Cheating just happens sometimes. If you agree with that statement or disagree, let us know in the comment section. So no matter what the ENFJ stance or belief is in something, they will be so convinced in the moment that they're correct that they will naturally persuade you to their point of view too. And for a second, you might just go for it. But always check your own morals, ethics, and boundaries, because is this a part of life that that a particular ENFJ with this point of view has a difficult time controlling? And so he finds the reasons to back his stance up because A, he has a woman who goes along with it. That could be one of the reasons. He's meeting women that validate him, that encourage him, that accept that. Like, if I can just have you, you can cheat. We can have an open relationship because I don't want to lose you. What makes an ENFJ male have this point of view? It's probably because it's worked. He may have sympathy for the cheater because he understands it. And another thing you could ask yourself about this ENFJ is, what kind of pressure does he have around him? What kind of tempters? When you're in the moment, it's easier said than done, is what his perspective might be. Easier said than done. He can understand why someone would cheat. So if he were to break down cheating, he might ask, what is the reason people get off on cheating? It could be because it's not a good thing to do, and part of the allure is we're not supposed to be doing this. So it's kind of like this opposite force. You tell someone no, they tell themselves yes. You tell them not to eat the chocolate, it makes them want it more. And so it could be just that the excitement of doing something that is you're morally and ethically not supposed to do makes the desire stronger. It makes that pull towards it a lot stronger and harder to resist. So the reason why you shouldn't are the reasons why you would. Sneaking around. Some of them may get energized by that. He might understand why a woman wouldn't get that perspective, but if he himself has cheated, it gives him new understanding of what allures people to do it. So now that he's finally broken through that barrier, done the unthinkable, then it changes his perspective because now he's in those shoes. A lot of times ENFJs, one of the secrets to intuition is you've been in those shoes before. So you're actually speaking from experience and applying it to other people because you know what causes it. If you haven't experienced something as an ENFJ, you might not have accurate intuition about it. And I think that's why ENFJs see their intuition as so second nature, is because they know it just changes everything. It's kind of like I remember when I was younger and I had never had a breakup before. Not a real one. I mean, nothing that made me feel sad. I didn't care. It was just like whatever. So if you've never experienced a breakup, then you're looking at people who have broken up, who are falling to pieces, and you're looking at them like, what is wrong with you? Like, why are you falling apart for someone that you barely know? It doesn't make sense. Until you fall in love and get your heart broken, then that's a game changer. Then you can start helping people better. You can start helping people to heal better. I think from a counseling perspective, you can help people with things that you haven't gone through because you have to have training. You really do. Even if you have great intuition, you still need to be trained because there are going to be people who walk into your office and you're not going to have that experience. So, but you can still help them heal through whatever the problem is. So the point I'm trying to make is an ENFJ male can understand a cheater better if he's cheated. Not that I'm recommending it. And so his perspective is going to be different from my perspective because I've never cheated. So I can't really, there's a bit of a deficit there for sure. There's definitely a bit of a deficit. So an ENFJ male's perspective would be, who's a cheater, his perspective might be a good relationship is honesty and communication. So someone who's a cheater, their point of view might be, if they're being very, very honest, which I think ENFJs can be very in touch with how they're feeling and they're thinking. So a cheating ENFJ might believe that a good relationship is all about honesty and communication. Now, this is where someone could say that an ENFJ could become manipulative because you're using that honesty and that communication piece as an avenue to do whatever you want. And so someone who's thinking from this perspective might ask for a hall pass from his girlfriend or his wife if he doesn't think that he can hold up on his end of the bargain. So instead of just cheating, I'm going to ask you for permission to cheat. And there are other men of other MBTI types that I have seen try that as well, where it's like, give me permission because I have no willpower here and I don't want to do anything wrong. So if you give me permission, what does that tell you? If someone gives you permission to do something and they do it, then what? You should go back and check out one of the first videos I ever did about allowing people to bait you. Because that's exactly what that is. It's like it's setting you up. So no matter whether you say yes or you say no, they have an argument. They can argue with you on that. So this is the first time I'm gonna spank an ENFJ because I'm always like defending and just, I got your back. But I'm not gonna defend any ENFJ cheater. I can't defend cheating, period. I will never be one of those people. I can't say that cheating happens, that it's okay. My stance is, if someone cheats and you're married and you're in a committed relationship, then you have permission to end that relationship. You have no obligation to stay in that relationship because the contract has been broken. That is not what you agreed to. I'm not going to say cliche things when it comes to cheating because it destroys the other person's world and makes it very difficult for them to recover. And my compassion is always going to be for the victim, for the brokenhearted, and what they need and want and what's best for them. The other person has had their fun, so it's not necessarily fair for them to keep their spouse and to keep doing the same thing to hurt the spouse. If you're an ENFJ and you've ever cheated, let us know in the comment section and what motivated you to cheat or why you cheated. Was it just for fun or was there another reason? And do you think that most ENFJs don't cheat? Or do you think that they're just like any other MBTI type and have the same propensity to cheat as anyone else? I'm just curious. Also, let us know if you've ever been cheated on, and did you have the strength to leave the situation, or was it extremely difficult for you to do? And be sure to check out my book, The Workplace Narcissist by Tamara Zyon on Amazon. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, people.